I'm here today for all your unanswered questions. For example, what's the best flavour of Nuka-Cola? What's the best penis size? And who the hell is Grenade Guy? Let me set the scene. In the Boston area, west of Diamond City, there's been an area ravaged by raiders. They got all kind of shenanigans going on. They got traps set up, turrets, bases, all manner of things to rob and murder any passers-by. One specific trap is they got this sad little settler outside a building going, "Oh, help me, my friend is trapped, I need your help." And what do you do when you follow him? You go in there, you go for a little door in the back, and boom, you're absolutely surrounded by raiders. They don't rob you, they're there to straight murder you. This actually happened to me in game once and I was quite impressed, because I fell for it, genuinely fell for it. So let me set the scene. This happened to a guy, not any guy, this happened to Grenade Guy. He went into the building, and the trap was sprung. And in Fallout 4, you get to hear this story in form of a conversation between two raiders. So here we go.
You see the last one we tried to pull in? With all the grenades?
I was out doing my rounds. What about him?
Well, Becca pulled him into the front of the store, and everything seemed fine, right? He must have got spooked or something, because he suddenly starts throwing grenades everywhere.
What? What'd you guys do?
That's the thing. It turns out they weren't grenades at all. They were just rocks. He was making the sounds with his mouth. Pins being pulled, the whole 9 yards.
Fucking nuts. Did you guys take him out?
No, we just stood there. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. After he threw about a half a dozen rocks near the back of the store, he started making machine gun noises and backing toward the door. Once he got outside, it sounded like he pretended to get on a motorcycle, which of course didn't start right away. Then he took off toward the freeway at what sounded like full throttle, shifting gears and everything.
That's insane. How does someone like that survive out here at all?
I don't know. There's some lunatics out there, though.
Wow, how about that? I guess war does change after all. Yeah, so basically what this guy did, in short, was fall for the trap, throw a couple of stones around it pretending they were grenades, pulled out a fake machine gun and started going whilst backing towards the door and drove off on his fake motorbike. I can see why this would work, because they were absolutely stunned to silence why this crazy man is doing this sort of thing. If it was a regular interaction, the guy just pulled out a gun, I'm sure he'd been blasted down, but because he pulled out nothing and started making the noises and throwing rocks around, you probably would pause and think, well, let's let this play out, this doesn't happen every day. You'd think in this instant, the guy would have said, well, I got away with this, let's be a bit more careful next time, and rode off on his little fake motorbike into the sunset. But no, you hear about him again. Some raiders were keeping watch of super mutants near the Trinity Tower, and suddenly a bizarre story comes out of this interaction. And again, let's hear it from the raiders.
So I'm keeping an eye on those mutant freaks over at Trinity, and this guy comes out of nowhere sprinting down the road. I know he must have seen him standing there from way down the street, but he didn't slow down or even duck into one of the alleys.
What the hell? What'd they do to him? The hounds must have ripped him to shreds. By the way, this guy ain't got nothing on him. Like 10 caps and a desk fan? Who carries around a desk fan?
Ah, damn it. Anyway, they didn't do nothing to the guy. I think they were as confused as I was. Get this. The guy was making sounds.
What do you mean? Was he screaming or something?
Not really. It was almost like he was making motorcycle sounds, like he was pretending he was riding one or something. He was even making gear shifting noises and everything.
So what? Did they just let him drive right by?
Yeah, but he didn't just drive by. He reached in his bag, but didn't seem to take anything out. Until he pulled his hand toward his mouth like he was biting something. Then it looked like he threw it into the Trinity lobby.
What the fuck? What was it? What did he throw?
Nothing. I think he was acting like he threw a grenade at him or something. A second or two later, as he drove his bike down the road, he made a loud boom sound, as if the grenade he had just thrown had exploded.
Are you serious? What a fucking whack job. Whoa! I think this guy's still moving.
So yeah, although this isn't a direct reference, it could be separate guys. Wow. The common denomination is, if you kill someone and put a pineapple on their head, and then someone else is found 2 miles away dead with a pineapple on their head, it's safe to assume they're probably going to be the pineapple killer or something. So, for the sake of argument, it is the same guy. Fight me. This time, this guy was the antagonist, by the sounds of it. He cycled on next to him, pulled out a stone, and threw it into the lobby of Trinity Tower, pretending it was a grenade. He even made the sounds when it blew up, and he sped off on his motorbike again. What I love about this bizarre encounter, this is it. There's only 2 pieces of dialogue between raiders, and no other law around it. So that's all the information we have on the guy, but what do you think? Do you think this is a guy who got pulled into a bad situation and improvised, and then thought, hey, if this works, I might do it again in the future, but then got carried away and started to be the antagonist and throwing fake grenades at people? Or is this guy got lead poisoning and his brain is fried? Either way, what I love about this guy, you'll never know. He's another mystery in the Fallout universe. Not even Nick Valentine can solve this mystery. Safe to say, Grenade Man will live to fight another day. Right, that's it from me, you filthy rab roaches.